What I want to say about Afrocentrism, there is a lot of black folks who do not care about their history, and there is a lot who do. I know coming up, I was in school, and majority of a white school where they did not teach us black history. What they taught us was Western civilization, which is starting from slavery. And this is where they try to make me think that that's where the point of my origin began as a slave. And that wasn't so. I always knew there was something bigger, especially after I saw Roots. Roots taught me a lot. And a lot of people didn't want to see Roots because they thought it was all about slavery. But when I sat down and watched and saw Kunta Kinte and what his role was, not the role, but the reality of him trying to keep the legacy of his family going. And it was hard to do that because remember the things that those people did to him to try to make him forget where he came from. This has been going on for centuries upon centuries upon centuries, okay? But he kept that legacy going. He made sure that each generation told the story about the family of Kunta Kinte, Alex Haley's real family. And that stuck with me because that's what I took from it and that's what I showed my family. We practice Afrocentrism and we learn about Afrocentricity. We did all of that through coming together in the name of Kwanzaa. We practiced that. We practiced it hard because I wanted my family, I wanted us to learn about civilization and where we came from. We came from a civilized society. We pour libation for those who left us those legacies. We sit down in front of the foot of our elders and we ask permission to speak. We did not call them names. We did not beat them up. We did not make them feel as though they were less than. This is what we did in our practicing of Kwanzaa. Also, when you talk about language in the movie Roots, when they said learn your brother's language, well, here I'm going to tell you this in the opposite direction as far as Afrocentrism go. When they tell you you are part of a minority, that's a language that you should never accept. When they call you the N-word, that's a language you should never accept. You see, 3/4 of this nation is people of color. So you come from a majority. You know that, don't you? And also, when it comes to that N-word, please, I don't care for it as a term of endearment either. Because that's something that is a reflection of those who gave it to you. So, anyway, that's why it's important to learn your history, because history has facts to it. Afrocentrism is a practice that you could continue to practice to grow in your legacy. Afrocentricity is a place of learning. Learn about your history. That those came from the dark ages and took us off of the shores of Africa, brought us to an uncivilized place. 2025, it has gotten even more uncivilized. So you see, things are unraveling where history is opening up to everybody, and you can't lie about it anymore. It is exposed, and that is Afrocentricity. As we study and learn, we can grow into our Afrocentrism. Practice it. Because if we know ourselves, we're always home. Anyway.